Oh,
we're 15 minutes late.
good morning,
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning.
everybody. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning from Badak, Ilocos
Badok,
Norte.
Ilocos Norte.
Badak.
Badok,
See what I told you?
Badok.
Badak.
Yes, Badok.
I hope everybody's doing well. Hopefully, we get some people up on chat. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Because this is like wow, we had one person drop out. Well, we didn't want to see you anyway. But yeah, this is an open forum. We just chat.
Check.
That's all we do, man. We ain't got an agenda. We don't have a little script plan.
Hey, Chin, good morning.
Hey, Shane, how you doing, man? Good morning, good morning. You are the first.
You are the first.
So how's your Saturday going? You're in the States, right? I believe Shane's in the States.
Yeah. It's
Miles' memory is much better than mine.
still in the States.
Well, it's Sunday, the 7th. And there ain't a whole lot going on right now. We have nothing planned. Yeah, Canada. That's right, Canada.
Canada.
Uh-oh, what's this?
It's Canada. How's the weather in Canada, Chin?
How is the weather in Canada? It's hot and humid here. Hot. We'll be kicking on the AC sometime. You think so?
Yeah. You turn on this one. So
oh, this one's on because we're not in the living room.
Yeah.
And that's why the two children are sitting in here. They ain't stupid. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, we have nothing planned today, right?
No, you need to do your
nap.
Walking.
My nap. Yeah, I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning. I have no idea why.
Do the walking even 15 minutes in it. Your treadmill after the live.
Are you gonna be there? Are you gonna be there with me?
I will do it for also after
you, sure?
you finish. Yes.
Or are you just saying that for the peoples?
No.
No. They got another fire. It's not fire season, is it? I didn't think it was fire season. That's usually what? End of spring, beginning of summer? I could be wrong. I don't know.
September already?
Yeah.
It's my nephew said it's cold already. They are wearing long sleeve already. Long jacket.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's September, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is it when
I don't know.
Start of winter?
I don't know. After being here over 5 years, I don't know if I would be able to. I don't know how I'd be going back to the States. Like in the wintertime.
Mm-mm.
I don't know how it'd be. Would I be freezing? Would I be like, okay, give me a coat? You know what I mean?
Especially
hoodie. This is usually the year time to wear hoodies, you know?
David.
Oh,
Polly. Good morning, Polly.
Hey, Polly, how you doing? You like Foley, huh? Foley's awesome. I liked him when I was there. I had my reasons for leaving.
I am watching the pizza making.
Yeah, pizza. Yeah, the dough came out. It was soft. Okay, it wasn't bread soft, but it was soft. But like I said, man, getting yeast here is hit and miss. You don't know if it's going to be worth anything or it ain't be worth nothing at all.
David. It's another from
Hey, David, how you doing? From Riverside,
California.
Yeah, Cali. California.
Good morning, David.
Yeah, I think that 59 is the main highway, right? It goes through Foley down to Gulf Shores, right? It's been so long since I've been there, and
About
it dead ends. I think it dead ends right at the beach. I think, if I remember right. Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, did you go, Paul? Did you go to the beach yet? I'm just curious if the Barefoot Bar is still there. That place was crazy. The Barefoot Bar. Usually on the weekends they had bands and everything there, you know. Then you had on the highway, if you're going south, off to your right, what was it called? Bob's. It's a bar. Yeah, all the bars. I don't know if it was Bob's place or Bob's or something like that. It was a country bar. Not real. Yeah, it was a country bar. Not very big though. It was a standalone building. Yeah, Barefoot Bar, man. That place was crazy. I liked it. The food was really good. The food's, I don't know about, we're talking, oh, 82, 83.
Which one in
Anything
Alabama?
could change, huh?
Alabama?
Alabama, yeah, Foley, Alabama. And what Paulie says is it used to be a little tiny town when I was there, all right? But it's, from what my understanding, it's grown quite a bit, quite a bit. All right, Paul, you have a good day or a good evening and stay out of trouble. But thank you for showing up, man. We do appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
But we got tomorrow we got the market.
Mm-hmm. And tomorrow is the Black Monday.
Why you call it Black Monday?
Electric bill.
Huh?
The
Oh
electric
yeah. The electric bill comes in. I'm just curious because we've been running the aircon in the living room a lot more than we used.
Every
It's
day.
just been so hot and humid, man. It's like I can't do this, and I don't want to stay in this room or the bedroom all the time because then you're like, and with the rains, so you really can't go out that much because it could be raining one minute and not the next. You know, it's just been crazy. But I'm just very curious
How much?
what the bill's going to be. But see, I got it set on. I did some research, and it said have it set at 77 degrees Fahrenheit and keep it on low. You know, or between the speed is 1 through 5. Keep it between 1, 2, or 3, medium speed. And then, you know, as if the place gets cooled down, you could drop down to 1 or 2. And that's what I've been doing.
Every day on.
Yeah, every day.
I'm 1 month.
From 8 o'clock, usually 8 o'clock in the morning, sometimes earlier.
8 to 4.
Yeah, perhaps sometimes later than that.
Yeah.
Like last night, what time we shut it off? 6?
6.
6 o'clock we shut it off. So, you know, it is what it is. But you want to know something? I ain't going to be miserable. You know, I'm not going to be miserable. It's just the humidity. The humidity's been really, really high.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. When is rainy season end?
Rainy season already.
I said, when does it end?
No, I don't.
You don't know?
I cannot.
Why not? You're a Filipino. You should know these things.
No.
Actually, I'm just messing. A lot of people said that the rainy season, dry season has changed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it began years ago. It began this time, this time of the month, and then all of a sudden they say it's changed.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think it's changed?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Oh, I had to get the hold of aircon guy Dexter.
Yeah.
But I also told Miles, I said, if we got to, every time he comes here, man, they got to do some type of repair on the aircon in the living room. It's the condenser, or whatever you want to call it, the unit outside. It's always got, what do you say, birds are getting into it?
Yeah.
The birds are getting into it and poking at it and putting little pinholes in the piping.
Mm.
And he says, because we weren't running it that much. We were only running it, once in a while. But I'm hoping since we run it more often now. But yeah, we do need to get it. When's the last time we had it cleaned? When's the last time Dexter was here?
Last month.
Was it last month?
Yeah.
All right, so October?
October.
Yeah, have it cleaned in October.
It's October.
Huh?
November, December, January, the next.
Yeah. And also a lot of things are going on here as far as immigration.
Mm.
They're kind of tightening down on who they're letting into the Philippines. I guess with some of the issues they're having with some of the people coming here, they're kind of like, ah. So what they're doing now is they're digging a little bit deeper when you come
Good
here.
morning, Misha. Good
I
morning.
mean, I don't understand how they can dig. When you check in, all you do is you walk. If anybody knows they've been to the Philippines, you walk up to a big desk,
Yeah.
and that's really about it. They scan your passport,
Passport.
and that's
That's it.
really about it. It's kind of weird.
As long as it is complete, all the requirements, and no problem about it, you can, after scanning your passport, that's it. You're right. You're good. Yeah, good.
That's from Misha. How you doing, Misha?
Yeah.
How was your weekend? How was your week, Miles?
My weekend is just like, oh,
What?
lazy weekend. It's nothing to do, Miss.
Yeah, it's basically right now, like I said, with the rainy season and the way this weather is, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying it's supposed to rain all day today. It hasn't started raining yet, okay. But the only problem is it'll rain for like 10, 15 minutes.
Mm-mm.
Then it'll stop. And then maybe later on it'll start raining. And Miles is like, I really don't want to go out there and get caught up in this rain, Hey, Marlon and Gina.
Yeah, Marlon and Gina
How you doing? From
from
Dallas,
Texas.
Texas. Dallas, Texas. Nice place.
Is it? Is it a big place? Because Texas is
Yeah,
a
Texas
state.
is huge. It takes you from driving the beginning on the eastern side or the other side, doesn't matter. From driving from one end to another, it take you a whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Texas is huge. So is California. California is going from the one end to the other end. Takes a while.
How are you, Misa, and the baby boy?
Yeah, how's
How's
the
the
grand?
baby
How's the grand
boy?
doing? Yeah, the only problem is Mimi doesn't care. Mucky's the basket case. When it starts thundering thundering, it becomes a total basket case. And sometimes it's kind of like, come on, Muck, man. Hey, Muck. He knows we're talking about him. That's good.
It's good. How old is he? 2 months. How old is he now, Misha? Is it 3 months?
I think 2 or 3 months, maybe
Yeah.
a month.
2 months, I think.
But yeah, it's just. I mean, this will pass, right? That's what you say about these rains. It'll pass.
Mm.
It's not the end of the world. But see, the funny thing is, especially foreigners when they come, including myself, you can't get used to it because it's kind of like, oh man, I was going to do this, this, and this today, like cutting my grass. Okay, I can't. That's my excuse for today. I can't cut it because it's wet.
Yeah, because
But
it's wet.
it's funny when foreigners come here, they complain about dry season because it's like hot, humid, and dusty. Okay, and they'll complain. But then when wet season comes, they complain because it's raining all the time in the mud. You know, so I don't know. He's almost a month old.
It's, it's like,
They grow fast, don't they, Misha? How about the little man,
who's
Chris's
that?
little boy?
Oh, that's
2 months. Is it 2 months?
June.
A month or 2 months?
June.
No, it was
June.
June.
June or
He
June.
ain't 6 months old yet, or not. He's not even 4 months old. I think he's like 2 months. I'm bad at age. It's really bad, very, very bad. But he's growing fast.
Good morning, Beth. Happy Sunday
Hey,
to.
Beth, how you doing? Yeah, I just like. I like it when they're probably until I like being around kids until they go into school. Then it's like I'm done with it. Go away. I think it's funny when they're like the twos and threes or fours, the Y stage. Well, what's this for? This is for wiping. Why? Because it is. My youngest daughter, Stephanie, she was a big Y. It was just like, okay, Steph, stop, please. But they're the good times. And they're so honest. You know what I mean?
Mm.
They're so honest about things. They don't know how to lie yet. At least I experience that now. Some parents tell me, "Oh, my kid lies every chance he gets." I'm like, "Well, maybe the parents taught them that, you know, because kids just know what the parents are teaching them, you know." Yeah, Miles. Me and Miles are running on a lack of sleep today. I've been up since 2 o'clock in the morning. Miles is in and out of sleep,
Yeah.
so a nap is definitely, at least in my future.
No, I need to eat. You don't eat lunch.
That's why I told you this. I told you. Remember I said, "Hey,
Yeah.
Miles, I'm not even. I'm
I
going to
will.
bed. I'm going to go lay down. Take a like Mel once said. She goes, I don't even plan my sleep schedules. You know. She goes, I'm tired. I lay down. I go to sleep. She's retired Navy. She was over in the Philippines for a while. Then went over to Taiwan, and now I believe she went to Texas. And then she's coming back here. She likes to travel, and she said, I have no sleep schedule. When I'm tired, I lay down and go to sleep. I wake up.
Yeah.
And she's a single female, you know. So there is females that come to the Philippines. It's not all males, but that's what she does. I was like, that's a
Yes.
good idea there, Mel. When I'm tired,
Enjoy
I lay down.
after retiring. You enjoy yourself going every place you want to go.
Well, see, I found out also being here and the 12-hour time difference between, here in the East Coast of U.S., a lot of times it's better because, say, if you got to make important phone calls to the States,
Mm.
you know,
April.
yeah, sure. Yeah, I have no
Sure.
problems with that. Just give me a heads up, make sure we're around, you know.
Maybe are you from Ilocos Norte, Marlon? Hey, Peter. Good
Hey, good morning,
morning.
Peter. Glad to see you, man. Glad to see you here. Hopefully your day is going well or went well. Yeah, just give me heads up. Let me know when because I got such a busy schedule, man. I got appointments this long.
So, Zambales.
Zambales,
Yes. Somewhere in Subic Bay.
Subic.
Yeah, that is the province of Subic Bay
Are
is
you retired military?
Zambales. Yeah, I have um friend from Masinloc Zambales.
Who's that at?
Zambales.
Oh, that's in Zambales.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
Masinloc. Masinloc. Yeah, Masinloc.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We know that you're in Dallas. But like I said, when you come here and you want to stop on by, just give me heads up. So I'll make sure we're around. Not that we ain't got a busy schedule, but who knows? I mean, something could happen. You know,
Yeah.
the Yellow House grocery store might be having a sale that day. It never happened, but I don't think they have sales here, do they?
That you sometimes you
I'm not
get
talking about that's a grocery store. I'm talking about like the 178 say like glorified Dollar Tree. That's what it reminds. Or have you ever been to Kmart? Like a Kmart, overcrowded stuff in the aisles. That's what, and the music blaring. Now some people might think that's a good thing. I could care. The only reason I care is because I can't record there.
it's just
I
like
can't video.
in a supermarket, just like save more, and then you can see those corner that it sales that 50%,
Yeah.
10%.
I don't know about you, but I really don't like going to them places. Save more. It smells like rotten. Something's rotting there, like meat or fish. You don't think so?
Don't go to that part. You go
You
to
could smell it through
the
a whole
drive.
store. You can sell, especially when you go onto the second level where the meats and everything are. It's like
Yeah,
whoa, you know. And I just wonder, do they shut everything down? Because electricity, they feel the electricity is very expensive here. But if you compare it to the United States, it's almost like the same.
but in Robinson, you can is it go?
You can't smell it though.
Yeah,
It's that one place you go to. What's that one that has 2 floors?
a
Yeah, what's it called though?
hypermarket.
It's called hypermarket.
Mm,
Yeah, you go to that second floor, you're like, whoa, whoa. But like Robinson Place, the supermarket there, it doesn't
yeah,
smell.
yeah.
You Yellow House, well, they don't have meats there, but it doesn't have
No,
that like something going bad there.
there's no feet,
That
no
one place,
wet.
that one place we walked by. Remember when I told you I never buy my meats there? The one that's off to this. If you're walking, when we're walking up, it's right across the street from the market, and they always got the meat sitting out.
Yeah.
You ever walk by there sometimes? It's like, ooh,
Hmm.
yeah. I don't know about y'all, but they got a couple of freezers.
Those are frozen already. When
Yeah,
it
but they
sit
take them
there,
out and they sit them on that table, and the sun's beating
yeah.
down on them. That can't be healthy. That cannot be healthy. I'm sorry.
They shouldn't.
I know. Why are you talking about this stuff? I'm just. It
No,
just.
they shouldn't. They shouldn't take out that much because if people wants to buy some, they can ask and take
Oh, why don't
take
they
out
have
them.
a display like in other countries? You walk. It's like a deli display where you walk in there and there's a big counter and it's all glass in front, and you can sit there and see the meats. But
Mm-mm.
inside there, it's refrigerated. It's not sitting out on a stainless steel pan
Yeah.
and letting the sun beat down. I'm sorry. just the sun beating down on it. And I'm like, oh wow. And then when they're done with it, okay, at the end of the day, they'll take it and they'll put it back in the freezer. Whatever they didn't sell, they put it back in. I'm like, wow, that can't be good. You know? That's
Yeah.
why Miles won't get food. Like these sidewalk cut people, sidewalk eateries or whatever you want to call them. She won't. She doesn't know. If she does, she takes it home and she
Reheat it.
she heats it up to a boil. You know, because that stuff's been sitting out there since that morning. You know, yeah. Filipinos got cast iron stomachs. That's all I can say.
They can they can eat
You can. You probably can. Would you get? Do you think you would get sick because
they
you
are
haven't
already,
been?
yeah,
You know you.
they are already used eating that kind of stuff already. So
Yeah, exactly, Shane. Like I said, man, it's and it's just sitting out there in that sun, and you can see it like the pan like shiny. You're
yeah.
like, wow,
Just
that
yeah, that place is right beside the road, and when the suns go hotter, the the meat will become pale. What is that? And
yeah,
then
it's not a very
it's,
happy. You look at it, you're like, I don't want that. That's why. I mean, a lot of times when we go to the market, okay, the first place we hit is the pig guy. Okay, really good guy, really great couple.
yeah,
The meat is so fresh when you touch it, it still feels warm.
still
You know
warm.
what I
Yeah,
mean? Because they take care of them, you know, early on in the morning. You know, they take care of the pig where they unalive it and they do what they have to do. So a lot of times you get that meat, it's still warm.
mm,
And then we get it home, Miles does what she has to do as far as cleaning it, and then she freezes it. That's why we get it at the Paddock Farmers Market. And Miles goes to the same people every time. She goes to the same pork, the same chicken, the same vegetables.
vegetables.
She gets good deals, you know. Like you all seen it on video where we were looking for a good, you know, a decent piece of pork, the smoke. And I seen that one piece of pork sitting, remember?
Yeah.
It was sitting off to the side. And I was like, man, I'd like to have that one. And I was joking with him. I didn't expect him to do what he did. I was like, no, how about that one? And he looked at me.
So he said that that is already
Yeah, it's already,
order.
yeah. And he ended up giving it to me, you know. And I didn't, I was joking. I said, you got a twin. You know, I want something just like that one, you know, because it was a nice piece, not a whole bunch of fat on. Actually, that meat turned out really good smoking. And the only problem is the last 30 minutes to 45 minutes, it just seemed to go to one, what was it? What was the temp on that? 160, 165. And it stopped and it wasn't going any higher. I was like, oh man, I was, you know, trying to keep the flames going in the box and everything like that, but it would not move. We're talking even after the 8, well, it was that, yeah, it was 8 hours and it's still what, 165. I said, Miles, it's, you know, I was like, how if I just throw it in, you know, crank up the oven, put it in the oven and cook it more. And that's what we did. How long did it take? Not even an hour.
Less than an hour.
Less than an hour. It was at 202, yeah, about 200 degrees. And I was like, this is good. We took it out. But did we? That's why we didn't eat it that night. Because it was like, I wanted to rest, you know. And the next day, that piece was good, wasn't it?
Mhm.
I let it sit out until I was ready to go to sleep. And then I put it in the refrigerator. We had it wrapped up in a little foil. And then I put it in the refrigerator. Next morning is when I did the video when I used that meat slicer.
Mm.
It's good. That meat is good, ain't it?
Yeah,
What?
it's good.
Yeah, it came out really good. I'm not doing turkeys anymore though.
Ah, come on.
But I'm just trying to figure out why it stuck there at 165 and it didn't move. The internal temperature of the pork, it didn't move. You know, and I can't the temperature on the temperature gauge said it was like almost 300 degrees. but it never moved.
Mm.
It never moved. So I don't know. I'm not a smoke expert, man. I'm still learning, you know. But then, I don't know. I guess you learn something every day, you know. So how many of y'all here planning to or coming or stay living in the Philippines? I'm just curious about that because they say the numbers are dropping. They say,
Those planning come over here and live and retire.
yeah, they're saying the numbers are dropping.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. And plus, like I said, they're kind of making it a little bit harder for people coming here. I guess the Philippine government's getting tired of some of the stuff that goes on. You know, it only takes one. It only takes one to ruin it for everybody else. Oh, you and your wife are planning on it? Now, do you have like a house or you just going to fly by the cuff when you get here? See, that's what me and Miles did, okay? We have property in Lausanne,
In Region 2.
yeah, Region 2. And it was kind of like, it didn't feel like a fit, you know?
Mm.
I mean, it was out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, now, 5 years later, it's a little bit more built up. In other words, it went from a dirt road to a concrete road. But it just didn't seem, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. So Miles had a friend here, Mary Lou,
Mm.
who told her about this house right here. And she said, well, I'm going to go look at it. And then I came here to visit, and I came looked at it. And I was like, what do you want to do? So we end up buying this place. And how much we paid for it? $2 million?
2.6.
Yeah. But then I did some research and I looked at housing market. We paid a little bit too much for this house.
Mm.
Now we could probably sell this place
Mm.
with all the upgrades and everything we done to it. We probably sell it for like $4 million.
Yeah. They
No?
said many people said you can sell this 7 to 8 million
$7 to
already.
$8 million.
Mm. The house
But
alone.
realistically, do you think your average Philippine could afford
Yeah.
7 or 8 million?
Those people wants to live here just like them. If they want to come over and find the house and lot.
Yeah. Well,
Just
you don't know what
example, just like you before, you want to buy house and lot, but it's good before the price is still uh, low,
Yeah.
but now it's very
Yeah,
expensive.
we were gonna have a house. We like I said, we own property in the sun. We were gonna have a house built. I had an architect who spent time in the States and Canada. So he's good, and he asked me, he goes, "You want to kind of westernize?" I said, "Not on the outside, maybe the inside." And the drawings that he drawn up look really good, really nice house. And that house, the built and everything like that, would have cost us the same amount of money that would have cost us for this house. So it wasn't like, oh, this house is cheaper. It was the same. But like I said, it just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. It was like, I don't know. I mean, for us to go from that place that we were staying to the town to do our shopping, how long did it take us?
Yeah, before it takes 35 minutes because of the road.
Yeah. But the problem is, okay, I'll be using the truck, okay, because a lot of your tricycle drivers, they don't want to drive from town to out where our property is because they don't know if they can get a fare going back into town. Yeah, if you understand what I'm saying. So it was we weighed the pros and cons on it, and it was kind of like, it's not worth it, you know?
Mhm.
And I'm telling you, before, when the dirt road was there, during rainy season. And this area even flooded every time they have heavy rains. It floods every time. So the house that we are going to build was going to be 3 feet, raised.
So, yeah.
Okay, it was going to
High.
be raised up 3 feet, but it's still all the other crap you got to put up with. With the down power lines. It always had browns, didn't it?
Yeah.
Always had brown all the time because it was just the way it is. No running water like here. Okay, you had to have a pump, a deep well. You had to have it. There wasn't no other option. And then just other things that were going on. It was like, I'm not dealing with this. Queen City. Where's Queen City?
Quezon City is misspelling. Quezon City in
Oh,
Manila.
okay. Sorry for Shane for airing it. Quezon City, right?
Quezon.
Quezon.
Mm.
And how come some people call it Quezon?
Somewhere in Manila.
They're misspelling it or mispronouncing it.
Quezon.
Or Westerners, we have a habit of doing. Well, I know I do, like Badak.
Quezon. You say it Quezon.
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 Yep. But even Gina and Marlon will.
Sometimes, and that never mind. I ain't gonna talk about that because then she'll know.
They already built their house.
No, she said. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just good.
Yeah. See, you're smart. You're ahead of the game, man. There's a lot of people come here and they got wishful thinking. You know what I mean?
Especially they own maybe they own the lot already.
Doesn't it make you feel stupid sometimes when you're looking at a word and you're like, what you're thinking in your head, you're thinking to yourself, nah, this ain't right. So you say, what does this say? And they kind of look at you like, and they'll tell you, and you're like, that's what I was thinking. But you always have that doubt because a lot of words that you think Western pronunciation is totally different from the Philippines or Asian pronunciation.
Yeah, different accent.
Yeah. So a lot of times I say, Myles, what? And she'll look at me like, idiot. I'm like, no, I don't want to get.
Yeah, you're already 5 years here, living here already. You still cannot pronounce well that Badok.
Because
Badok.
Badak.
Mm,
Badoc. Badak.
Badok.
No, then it sounds like Bah. Badak.
Ah,
Not
Badok.
Badak.
Badok.
And then yeah. But like somebody says, well, like I say, when I was in the hospital, I had to come back here. Okay, I wrote down everything as far as the name of the hospital and where it was at, just in case there was a problem. No, I'm sorry, I was coming back here. Well, anyway, I did for both. Okay, when I got there, the guy asked me where I wanted to go, and I tried to tell him, and he's kind of looking at me like, and I just sent him a piece of paper. He goes, oh, but the same thing when I was coming, back to Badak, right? And the guy kept on looking at me, and I was like, oh. And I wrote it down real quick, and I said, because there's 7-Eleven here, okay? And I wrote that down, 7-Eleven Badak, right? And I showed it to him. He goes, oh, okay. And that's where he stopped me off at.
And then you walk farther than you get off in a pylon near the RHU clinic.
Yeah. Hey, Hannah. Hey, yeah, you're right. Glad to see you, man. Glad to see you.
Hey, Hannah. Good morning.
You just missed a $1,000 giveaway. You missed it, man. Sorry, you missed it. If you were like 50 seconds earlier, you would have probably won. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Nah, he knows I'm full of shit. He's like, right, yeah, $1,000 giveaway. Nah, glad to see you, man. Glad to see you. But yeah, it's just a lot of times you're looking at a word and you're like, now if I was a Filipino, how would I pronounce this?
It's like sometimes I say a word and then what? You laugh at
Yeah, there's a lot of
you
times. There's
know.
people here. Okay, we're not going to name names where they got something going on with their mouth or whatever, and they'll be talking to Miles, and I'll say, "What did they say?" He goes, "I don't know." So right,
Yeah, cannot if you
you don't
cannot.
understand what they're saying.
Yeah, it's hard to understand because of I don't know.
I guess. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but not, that like everybody says, I think the days of some of these vloggers putting out some of this BS about the Philippines is not a bad place. It's a country, okay? It's not a bad place, but it's not all rainbows and unicorns, okay? They have their issues here, but doesn't every country have some serious issues? I think in the Philippines, they don't judge like they do, and I'll say the states because that's where I'm from. And also, you have the gay community that lives here, okay, and there's a gay community population in Badak, and there's a trans community here in Badak. But you want to know something? Nobody cares. They go about their lives just like you go about yours, and they're not in your face about stuff. But sure, but just by the nature of the Filipinos, they don't like what would you call it? They don't like drawing attention to themselves.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And maybe even though they say that the Philippines is a developing country, maybe some of these other countries need to take a look at the Philippines and other countries like the Philippines and see what they're doing and why it works so well. You know, like the shootings in schools and public places. Philippines really doesn't have that problem. They don't have that problem. Maybe some other countries need to take a look and say, what are these people doing where the rates are so low? And there is no anti-gun laws here, and it's not a socialist country. People try to. There was a guy trying to tell me, "Oh, the Philippines is a socialist country." No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. They don't have socialized medicine. You go to a hospital, public, you're going to have to pay for it. You go to a private, you're going to have to pay for it. Now they have discounts for like senior citizens, right?
Mm.
But it's not free. And everybody, oh, no, it's not. And if a foreigner comes here, they don't get handouts. The government looks at them and says, "You're on your own. We didn't ask you to come here. Have a nice day."
Mm.
So who's doing things right? You know? And I don't expect anything from the Philippine government. I don't expect any. It's like take care of your people. And that's the way they look at it. They'll take care of their people before they take care of anybody else. They're not going to go broke taking care of a foreigner. And you got to respect that. And some people might get all hurt and upset about it, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. They look out for their people before they look out for anybody else.
Mhm.
I think that's a lost art. Look at what the United States is going through. Look what England's going through. Canada's going through. Maybe they need to take a look at the Philippines and see what they're doing. And with all the crap they're getting from China, yeah, there's countries that help the Philippines out as far as military. But it's not only and everybody it's not only the United States that helps them out as far as militarily. Canada, Australia, they'll bend over backwards for the Philippines if they have to, because they know who the aggressors are in this area. They know who they are. Yeah, people keep on saying, "Well, United States Is always, yeah, they're there 99% of the time, but they're not the only ones. And that's, we read about it all the time. We read about it all the time. Australia's has got the Philippines back and Taiwan. But like I said, they got their problems, man. Philippines got their problems, but they deal with them.
Mm.
They deal with it. So like I said, if you come to the Philippines and you plan on visiting, well, visiting is one thing, but living in the Philippines, you got to be prepared because the Philippine government, and don't, everybody says, well, go to the U.S. Embassy. Good luck. Good luck.
Luck.
The VA uses a building. It's not a big hospital, it's a building. And they don't, when you go there, they only take care of things that are documented, not nothing. Oh, well, yesterday I broke my leg. Well, what do you want us to do about that? It's not documented. That's not service related,
Mm.
you know. Not like in the States where if you're retired military, you can go to any military installation and get health care, you know.
What place is the latest shooting in US? What is
It's a church. See, that's another thing, man. Here in the Philippines, the PNP don't put up with that. They don't put up with that garbage. They don't sit there and say, "Oh, ban guns," because they know it's not the guns. And I know people have their opinions on it, okay, and I respect it. But well, legalize guns. Hey, do you think that somebody that commits crimes is going to pay attention to the laws and say, "Oh, I can't get a gun because they're legalized"? You can't have a gun. All right, you think they're going to pay attention to that? That's why here every school has security. Every school has security here, and they're ready to go. They're ready to go, and that's why a lot of times in the morning you'll see the military, especially on that road by the municipality, because that's the same road the school is. You'll see Marines there. You'll see a Marine truck sitting there. You'll have a Marine, one in the driver's seat, one in the passenger, and you have a few sitting in the back. They ain't got school shootings. Now they have had, I don't know, right off the top of my head, I don't know how many they have, but it's nowhere near like other countries. Nowhere near. So, yeah, it's sad. It's sad, and I really don't like talking about it, but it's just, it seems to me people come up with the problems, but they don't come up with how to solve these problems, So anybody got any questions? I'm trying to get off this subject, man, because I know a lot of people feel different. I respect how you feel, and then some have their reasons why they feel that way. But like I said, yeah, you can illegalize guns, but you think criminals pay attention to the laws? No.
No.
So that's kind of like an empty suggestion, I guess. And even in the States, when I was living in Colorado, and I wanted to purchase a gun because the rise in truck theft was climbing, hijacking, and stuff like that. Being a retired military, never been arrested for anything, I had to jump through hoops to get a permit. I had to jump through hoops. So I'm trying to figure out how these people getting these permits, or not permits, how they getting these guns. Because if you don't, what they do is when you go to a gun store or whatever, you got to do a background check. What? You're looking at me. What's up?
Back.
They got to do a background check, okay? So how are these kids that are school age, how are they getting guns? Because the only way you can get a gun if you're young is, with a parent's signature.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Shane. It is. It's kind of like, whoa. Remember when I first came here, we were at the Mall of Asia. The guy was carrying, one of the security guys was carrying a sawed-off shotgun. I was like, damn, they mean business. But they ain't got the problems. They know what to do. But Shane, do you feel safer knowing that if anything happens, there's people there that are ready? You know, I mean, honest, there's people just can't stand the sight of guns, and I mean, that's fine. But just you can't stand the sight of guns. That means you're going to put everybody else in jeopardy.
Yeah.
Hmm? And here in the Philippines, they don't hand them out like candy. Okay, guns. They know who they don't. They do not hand them out like candy. So yeah, hey, you feel safer. I mean, even here, the 7-Eleven, they got a security guard out there, and they got sawed off. A lot of them got the chrome plated sawed off shotguns.
There, yeah, the nearby 7-Eleven. There's a police post.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. The little police shack.
yeah,
I
yeah,
call it the
yeah.
police shack. Yeah, they got police there. There's only
24,
like two or three in that shack at a time.
24/7.
Yeah, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They're not driving around a car. Well, they of course at night they got, and like each barangay has its own security force. Okay, and the only weapon they have is a whistle. It's
Yeah, that
just
can help.
funny.
No, no, don't. That can be help also usually.
Yeah, my in Florida, where was it at? Naples, Florida. My ex in-laws belonged to a church, and the leader of this church was really popular because his stance on anti-abortion. And they, I used to go, great people, man, and I go visit them, and they say, hey, you want to go to church, and you're kind of like, oh, okay, I'll go. They had great food, and and they said he told me that my ex father-in-law was his name was Dale, and he carried a gun to church, and he told me probably half the congregation, the males and some females, were carrying because of the the views that their leader had as far as abortion, and everything like that. And he said he was getting death threats, and that's why I don't understand why are you threatening somebody's life because they don't think like you.
Mhm.
You know, what I mean, it's
Hey, good morning, Jess.
how much is it cost? I could look up. That's a good question, Jess. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I had two apps, travel apps on here. Jess, give me a state.
What estate,
What
Jess?
state you flying from? Good morning, Jess. Give me a state.
Washington.
Washington? Ah, man,
Yeah.
hold on.
Washington.
No, Washington State, not Washington. Seattle? Yeah, you'd be flying out of Seattle.
Yeah,
I'll just
maybe.
say Seattle. And where do you want to fly to?
From state to Philippines. From
Well, okay, I'm gonna say Manila. Okay, Manila.
Manila.
We'll say for tomorrow. All right, just makes it easier. And you're going to be by yourself.
Seattle.
Oh, my battery's going low. Uh-oh. Search. Right now, I don't want to care what. All right. You're going to have to convert it because it's giving me the prices in pesos, all right? You can fly out from Seattle at 2:15 tomorrow. It takes 17 and a half hours and 17 hours. And it's 20,538 pesos.
20,000.
That's the cheapest. I'll convert it for you, man. Because I ain't got nothing better to do.
20,000 is only
Hold on. How much did I say, Miles? 20,000, how much?
20,000.
20,000, how much?
I don't know what is
All right,
this.
we'll just say 20,000. Yeah, I screwed up. Hold on a second. All right. That's cheap.
600.
That's what I think. Let me see if that's one way or is that right? It's probably one way. Yeah, one way, 20,000, and that would cost you. That's not bad. It's one way though. But usually, if it's round trip, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
That would cost you $352.74 flying from Washington, Seattle to Manila. That's one way though.
Mm-hmm.
See what I did, man, when I used to visit here, I had two apps. All right, and I would go back and forth when I was like 2 months before I fly. I start looking at the prices. Yeah, it's a long. You know what? And what really sucks, and I'm gonna be honest, man, the layover either in Japan or in South Korea.
Stopover.
The layover, yeah, that could take me like 15 hours layover. You're like, what am I going to do for 15 hours? What am I going to do? And you hope it's at night because the Asian people are very polite, okay? And what they do is, I don't know if they do it in the States because I was never there in the middle of the night. They turn the lights down. And then so you can, you on the seats, you can lay down and get some sleep. So what I did is I had my carry-on. I used that as a pillow. And then, I slept and nobody messed with me. And yes, there was security walking around. Hey, Charles, how you doing, man? Glad to see you. Thank you very much.
Charles. Charles.
Yeah, that is, Jess. That is cheap. That is cheap. $2,500 to go to Guam.
Guam.
Wonder why. Is that round trip or is that one way? Like I said, the one I got. Let me do the. Okay, hold on a second. Now you got me intrigued. That's not now. All right. Oh, here we go. Round trip. All right. Here we go. Round trip. It's 40 now. It went from 20,000 to 40,000. Let me see if I can find a cheap one. Oh, here's one with. Let me see who's flying. Yeah, it's the cheapest. Korean Air. They got one that is, how much did I say that was? 39,000. Now, I don't know if Korean Air is any good. That's not bad. Round trip, 40,000 for round trip. And that's with 1 day notice. Yeah, they turn the lights on. Those big spotlights, those 100-watt spot. But that's what they do, man. I noticed that they turn the lights down. I don't know what time it is because usually when the flight gets in, it's usually like 8, 9 o'clock. And by the time I'll be sitting, I'm like, man, I hope I can sleep. And all of a sudden the lights start dimming. I'm like, oh yeah. But I also found out you might, Jess, you might want to check this out. They have, and I think Japan, they got these little pods that you get, the round cylinders that you could sleep in them. You got to pay for it, but you got internet, like Wi-Fi. You got a TV, and it's not very big. Okay, the TV is probably like a 13-inch, if that. But and you can also, when you go inside, it's got a door you shut, and you can lock it. So if you got like an 18-hour wait time, you can sleep for 10 hours. At least be in there 10, 11 hours.
They will cost you, or they will
Well, I think
for renting, or
I think you
yes,
gotta
for the
see. So
passengers.
I didn't find out about this until the last time when I was flying here, and I was like, man, and then I was getting on. I got on a flight to here from Japan, and I was talking to a guy who was from Australia
Mm.
that he went to the United States for work, and then he was heading to the Philippines. And he told me this, and he's really, I mean, the guy could probably talk to anybody, okay? And then we started talking, and he told me, he showed me the brochure, and I wish I still had it, because I would print, copy it and put it up. But it's these pods, man. He said, they're freaking awesome. He goes, the beds are so comfortable. He goes, and you got a TV, all right? You got a TV, and he said it has like 101 million channels you can watch. Different channels, like from Russia, United States, Asia, and every other place, Spanish channels. And he says, but they got Wi-Fi, and it's all included with the fee, the sleeping fee. I can't remember how much he told me. It wasn't really that much. It was like maybe $20 US, but you paid it in Japanese money. I think it was 20. I don't remember. We're talking about 5 years ago. But he said it's awesome. And every place, it doesn't, when you basically got to crawl into it, okay? Because the face, when you're looking at it, it's the door, and you open it up. It's like going into a capsule. And he says, and when you go in there, it doesn't smell like butt. They clean them. They keep them clean.
What's it talking about?
Yeah, Charlie, we're having a better turnout. Well, we're new, I mean? We're just new. That's all I can say. And everybody says we got a notice. And I put out notices, 24 hours? Usually 24 hours before we go live. And some people say, well, I never got it. That's okay. That's okay. I don't know what the problem is. I'm probably doing something wrong,
He's learning Tagalog, I guess.
Okay. Sorry, I missed the one.
I'm from Guam.
2,500. That's US dollars, right? That's $2,500. Is that one way or round trip? That's still a lot. $2,500. What's so special about Guam? I mean, I bet I was in Guam once. We flew into there when I was in the military. We just flying in there, waiting on something, then we leave. That's the only thing I hate about my job. We never stayed anywhere for a long, long period of time. 25. That's a lot. That's expensive. I keep on missing. Here we go. David.
You read it.
Oh, that's you.
Hi, ako si David. I am David. I am retired Air Force, and my wife is Valentina, and my daughter is Christine. Saying hello to you and me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Myles is my interpreter.
From Moreno, California.
Yeah. Yeah, he's talking about, remember Einstein? But that's all they ever talked about, Charles, is Einstein. He was the key man for the development of the the bomb. It was a horrible thing. I wish it never happened. To be honest with you, just wish it, because it just look now. Look what's going on now in the world. I just wish they left it alone. Okay, what am I doing wrong here?
One
way. God damn. You
thousand.
you're talking almost $5,000 for a round trip. That's freaking crazy.
That is already
I wonder why.
5,000.
I mean, Guam's not that far from us, from here.
Someone told you
Now,
that
okay, I got
before,
okay.
that
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
the fare from Guam to here is cheaper.
What, from here to Guam?
Yeah.
No, he's talking from the States to Guam.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
I got to ask you a question, Jess. Is it only one airline that flies into Guam, or is it like whatever? Because that might be the reason. Monopoly. Um, Oh, okay. No, I know that wasn't the answer to the question I just answered. I know that. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of money, man. No wonder why people can't afford to go anywhere anymore. They got crazy prices on things. It's Hannah, it's in progress, man. It's in progress. Things seem to be going a good way, but I have to wait and see. I can't jump the gun on anything. Yeah, it's not. Philippines don't have bad food. I mean, it is what it is. A lot of people say the Philippine food is boring. Some of the food is boring, and I was like, well, no, not really. I mean, you can go to these places here that are geared towards, you know, your average people here, okay? And people here don't make a whole lot of money. So, you go to Manila or Cebu, it's a different story.
Yeah.
But here, this is a farming community. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Now, Jesse, you retired military. If you are, there isn't a hop that you can catch. You go to an air base and you say, "Hey, you got any flights going to Guam or close to Guam?" And they say, "Yeah, we got this flight. It leaves whenever. Can I get on the list?" Now, keep in mind, though, hops, they're good, but they're bad because me and you, if unless you're an officer, because that's how that goes, is that if somebody that's higher ranking than you and is more important than you, guess what? You're bumped.
Mm-hmm.
But hops are cheap. I think you only got to pay a couple bucks for the food. That's it. Yeah, free ride. I had a friend that was retired. I don't know why he was doing this, but he did it every time he got. And I don't understand why the. And I thought okay. Let me begin by when he was telling me this, I thought he was lying to me. Okay, he was just talking the talk. But every time he get drunk, he would go down to the Air Force Base in Delaware, and he would catch a hop, and he end up in Alaska at the military base in Alaska. Now I thought he was lying, but somebody told me, yeah, man, he does that all the time. I said, they let him on the plane. I said, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think they let people drinking, when they're drunk like that. I didn't think they let them on the plane. But we're talking 80s, 90s. Yeah, South Carolina tour. Yeah, I can imagine the flight. Yeah. Well, thank you, Charles. We are here to entertain you, right, Miles? Hey, I entertain her all the time. Sometimes she'll be looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, because especially I don't know what I'm going to say. you're talking about the US already, and already I don't have any experience, or I never been to US.
Or when I sit there and have conversations with the dogs, Monkey or Mimi,
Yeah,
and
that's
she'll just look at me like, we have great conversations. They agree. They agree on everything I say. Yeah, she does have a. You do have a. What do they call that? A catchable laugh.
what catchable.
In other words, I laugh when you laugh just because you laugh. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have fun. I mean, like I said, man, it's just you get what you put in there with, as far as our relationship.
Contagious laugh.
Yes,
Yeah.
contagious laugh. That's why I couldn't think. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. Contagious laugh. Yes. Miles, a real boss, 90% of the time. Yes.
90%.
90% of the time. The only time there's certain things that it's not an argumentative thing. It's just that she knows where I stand with it. I really don't want to mention it on here, but there's certain things I'll be like, nope, no, 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 no. And it's because of things that have happened in the past. Not when it comes to Miles, okay? Not when because Miles is not a princess buy me shit or anything like that. She's not materialistic. Matter of fact, most of the time, if we go to the mall, okay, I always say, "Hey, Miles," and don't I don't tell her. I say, hey, "Won't you get this? Won't you get that?" Because Miles, she doesn't think of herself. She always, well, you need. She's always telling me what I need. Like you need a new shirt, or you need Miles. I'm fine. I got a whole damn closet full of shirts. I don't need any more. Okay, it's just it is what it is. But I have to say, hey, Miles, won't you get that? Like the shoes. Okay, yes, they're just slippers. Okay, and they cost 120 pesos. But she didn't want them. But the ones she had, they broke. The flap that goes over the foot that broke off. Not no the thing that
But
whatever they had to hold it together, it broke off. And I was
but
like, Miles, well, I had to tell her, get yourself a pair. You
yeah,
know,
but you know what? I repair my broken
she
slipper
repaired
so
them.
I can still wear it until now for my outside
You know,
outdoor.
I don't know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, I didn't want to be rude. Deer, they don't have deer here.
They have, but they just after have.
I know goat. You can order. You
Yeah,
can
you cannot buy
request.
them in the market, but you
You
can you
can.
can buy.
You can
There's
buy.
no goat, I
You probably
think.
have to ask, right?
Yeah, but
Like they got you guys. When you see us on a walk, they got goats all over the place,
yeah.
and they raise them. Okay, so I'm
Mm.
pretty sure if you go up to one of the guys and say, "Hey, how do I get some meat?" I'm pretty sure either he has it, or he could have it, or he can point you to somebody that sells it.
Mm.
But I never. The only thing I would like at the meats is only I ever seen was pork, beef, and chicken. Oh, okay. I don't take nothing seriously, man. Oh, she would like a fish stick? Yeah, I know. I just look at, I look at, and all you see is his eye looking up like, I'm sorry, dude, and I close the lid. I mean, you know, I don't knock it, but it's not for me. I can't see myself eating it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying it's bad. I don't know. I don't know if it tastes bad or good. That I can't do it. You know. And Miles says, "What do you say? It's delicious." I say, "Okay, all right, have at it."
Yum yum.
Yum yum. Yeah, deer meat. I like deer meat. Deer meat's good.
Yeah, but you cannot. I think they are not the supermarket or the big stores.
Yes. Yes, Miles, and that's a good and a bad thing. She'll think of somebody else before, and it's like Miles. You got to stop that. That's why I always. It's just sometimes you got to learn to say no. You know, and we had this conversation, Miles. You got to learn to say no. When you learn that somebody wants something from you that you will need later down the road, you got to say no
No.
because they're not going to give it back. They're not going to. It's just it ain't going to happen. So you're going to be without. You know. Crayfish. I
What
just
is
couldn't.
cray?
That's what we crayfish. That's not crawfish. Is it cray or crawfish? I don't know. The one we had to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, my grandson Jeremiah, he eats them up like it's steak, and I just like okay. But see, I grew up in the city of Philadelphia. Okay, you didn't eat that stuff. Meat and potatoes. Meat and potatoes.
Yeah, there's
That's.
nothing wrong with that crayfish.
I didn't say anything. I said I just can't eat it.
It's good. It's good, just like shrimps. Yeah, there are,
Yeah, there's one right here.
especially in Mindanao area.
That doesn't make any major city has like in was it Lawag, that museum? I had no idea what it is. They got the Marcos, but the problem with the Marcos, the actual Marcos family home, it's a museum. Let's see, he's just being weird. Talking about Mimi, is that you can't take pictures, you can't do video, nothing in it, and that's where he was laid to rest for many many years until Dorte, right?
Mm-mm. Yeah,
Yeah. Dorte said, yeah, just put him. Where's he buried at now? Marcos.
in Manila.
Yeah, but what's the name of the cemetery?
Um,
Some heroes.
yeah,
What?
he he heroes heroes cemetery maybe.
Yeah, it's where all the, military heroes and everything like that. That's where they're buried at. Well, that's where he's been laid to rest. You know.
Mm.
Yeah, he stayed in view in that house for when he died until a couple of years ago. Yeah, crawfish. Yeah.
Crawfish.
Frog legs.
Yeah, yummy.
Frog legs ain't that. I was eating this thing. I was in Louisiana. I was at this mom and pop restaurant along this U.S. highway, and I didn't eat all day, and I needed to sleep. So it was like a restaurant slash truck stop. It was a very small truck, maybe 5 trucks could fit in there, and it was only me and another truck that was there. And they were getting ready to close, and I said, "Ma'am," I said, I need to get something." I said, "Can I get anything?" She says, "Well, we have this, this, and this." And she didn't tell me what it was. She just pointed it, and I thought it was like chicken wings or something. I know, stupid. And I had something. I said, "They ain't bad." Well, I went in the next morning. I saw the lady, and she goes, "Well, how'd you like your dinner?" I said, "They were pretty good." And she goes, "Well," she goes, "I owe you an apology." And I was like, "For what?" And she goes, "One of the things that I gave you was frog legs. It was only like 1 or 2 pieces." I was like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, it was frog legs." I
There's
said,
nothing
"Oh,
wrong.
they weren't that bad, but they had like a crust on it, like chicken, like fried chicken crust,
Mm-mm.
had that on it." Yeah, crawfish, beans and taters. Yeah,
What is taters?
taters like tater tots, right? Taters, taters.
Taters.
That's right, peanut butter and toast, peanut butter and jelly. Remember that? I said, I
Jelly,
got to get me some
jelly
peanut butter and
peanut
jelly.
butter toast.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
said, I got to get
that's
me some peanut butter and jelly. I don't know. I just craved it. I go through that here once in a while. Something I just like, I just want this. I would just want that.
I want the toast. Put in there the spread the peanut butter and toast it. And when it's done, you spread
The peanut butter,
uh,
the jam.
the jam.
Yeah, they sell jam. The
Yes.
Yellow House sells jam there. I know, but I haven't made them in such a long time. Biscuits,
Yeah.
you could probably make them. Miles picks things up like this. She'll say, "Hey, I'll be talking about on like watching Hulu or something like that when a commercial comes on." I was like, "Oh man, I miss having that." Then the next day, she's looking it up and make the recipe. If you say so, Charles. Nah, like I said, I didn't think they were that bad. I mean, it's not on the top of my I want that list, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah, potatoes, taters. Give me some taters. Yeah, when I
Taters.
was in the military, I had a guy from Alabama. I don't know where, but he was Southern, okay, and he used to say that I hope to have some taters on the line today, and it's like taters.
Mm.
Yeah, Mark Hatcher. Yeah, he's a good guy. Haven't talked to him in years.
Crawfish.
Nah, I'll pass on the crawfish. I'll pass. Oh, Paula, you're back. Yeah, I'll pass. Hey, would you put some crawfish on your pizza there, Paulie? Huh? Uh, okay, I missed that one. Yeah, I think that part. I do. I love. Don't I? I love pizza, but I was so disappointed when I came here. Okay, and I call them the pizza shacks, and you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. People build these little tiny shacks. They have a little oven, and they got a core where they got the frozen pizza. And I was like, this is it. This is my future. This ain't pizza.
Mm-mm.
Hey, Mark, this ain't pizza. And I was like, man. And I grew up in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, and that was like pizza was it. And I was like, this is it. This is my future eating this stuff. I mean, the crust on them, probably no lie, it was like real thick, wasn't it? And I was like, this ain't crust. This is bread.
Bread.
You know.
Yeah.
And the meat, I was looking at the meat, looked like I don't know, it looked like it was fake. You know. What? What do you want?
You want to go out?
You want to let them out?
Yeah.
Just take the mic. Don't be saying any cuss words at them, okay?
Go, 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 go. Go, go. Just
Why
leave.
not?
Just,
Yeah, I know.
hey, just leave the screen door open.
Yeah,
Go, go.
yeah.
No.
They went out. The children went out. Yeah, Paul. I was just like, oh my god, this is my
Yeah,
future.
yeah, go.
Because I like pizza.
Go,
I
go,
think
go, go.
pizza. You can put anything on pizza. Whatever you like, you can put it on a pizza, and it tastes good. But yeah, that's the dogs are outside. Yes, actually, yes, I have. I've had fried peanut butter and bananas. She thinks I'm crazy. Banana and peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah.
She looks at me like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" It was like I just like it. I just like it, and it's good. Fried peanut butter and banana. Yep. Photomat pizza shop.
What's that?
Yeah. They're like, oh my god. And you see them. What happens is here in Badak, okay, one will put up a little pizza stand, okay, and then like a couple of days later, another one will come up, and then another one. It's just down the road, and there's really no thought behind it. You buy these frozen pizzas from this chain here, and that you have to buy. Of course, you have to buy the oven from the chain, and they just pop up all over the place. They're there for a while, and then they're gone because they don't make it. You know what I mean? And one lady one time, Filipino woman, she got mad at me because she asked me how I like the pizzas, and I said, no, no. And she got mad at me. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're right. I don't. I didn't argue with the woman. She, oh, they're the best pizzas in the world. I said, okay, all righty then. You have it. What? Like what I do? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, exactly. How about that one? The side, the building that the empanada girls work at, all the way down to the end, where a guy, it was only there for like a week, Paulie. I swear to God, it was only there for like a week. The guy we got a pizza for him. I figured, he's in a building, he's not on a shack. Remember, it was two men. It was an old guy, and it was a young, not young, but probably like 30. And he was doing, I was like, maybe we're gonna get some real pizzas. Nope. It was these, like I said, and we were eating, and you even said it tastes like bread. You couldn't taste whatever the toppings. You couldn't taste it. All you tasted was the crust, and it was bread. Yeah, Miles. Which I've been trying to tell her. Once she doesn't want to do it. Do the videos, cooking videos. She just doesn't seem interested. So that's why I try when she's doing something that I know, or at least I believe I never videoed before. I try to do it. Uh, we just lost everything. I got it back real quick, but we lost everything.
What they said? I'd love some. If Miles had a cookbook, it could be called Miles of Recipe.
Yeah, Miles is good. I mean, I think what helped because she worked in Hong Kong, and the people that she worked with, a lot of them were Hong Kong. They had dual citizenships in Canada.
Yeah, Westerners. Some
Yeah.
of them are Westerners.
So I think a lot of them, when they give her a request, she had to do research on, whatever food they wanted. I could be wrong. Am I wrong?
No.
No. Okay.
Good morning, Senia.
Hey, Xenia. Xenia.
Senia.
Xenia. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Glad to see you, man. Glad to see you.
Senia.
Of course, I have a team. What team does the Cowboys really, really hate? Really hate. Matter of fact, there was a player, when was it? Maybe in 04, 03, that they were playing in Dallas, and this player of the team that I'm talking about stomped the star.
Mm-hmm. Simo.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. This maybe Senia's friend.
Yes. He knew right away.
Phil.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Ah.
Yeah, them two. I don't know why. Hey, Charles, do you know why? I never knew why, but I remember T.O., that one game I was watching it where nobody liked it. Philadelphians didn't even like T.O., okay? He, for no reason. And there's a saying, in the middle of a football field, they usually have the logo of the team, of the home team. Well, there's a thing where you don't stomp the star of Dallas, okay? They take it real personal, okay? And T.O., for no reason at all, nobody knew why, he ran out there and stomped the star. And even if Philadelphia fans are like, they had no idea. Why'd you do that? No, it's not the 49ers. No. It's for some reason, Charles, maybe you know why, the Eagles and Dallas hate each other. Hate each other. I don't know why. Yeah. Oh, you mean the Deadskins? That's what we used to call. That's what Philly. The Deadskins. Even when I was when I was stationed in Virginia, we used to call them the Deadskins. But they're not the Redskins anymore. Remember, they changed their name. Detroit. Yeah, Detroit Lions are a good team. You know what? You know what team I have the utmost respect for is the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo. I mean, it could be so cold. Even the fans, it could be so cold out there, and the stadium will still be full watching the game. It could be so cold. You know, they're loyal. San Francisco. Do you know this guy? Have you seen him around before?
No, maybe Senya's friend. Yeah, he said it's Senya's friend.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, man. I just thought I didn't know. I
Senya's
apologize, Sam.
friend.
I
Thank you
apologize. I
for,
thought you were something else. Okay. Once in a while, we have this guy show up, and he's
yeah,
very rude, very nasty, and and once in a while he'll go after some of the people
yeah.
watching, and I just,
But they are friend. Yeah,
yeah,
Senya is my
yeah, I
new
remember
friend.
that.
Yeah.
So what's the reason? Why do they get so upset if somebody stomps the star? I mean, they've done it. That matter of fact, Dallas. I think a couple of games later when they played in Philly, Dallas stomped the Eagle star, the Eagle, and everybody's like, okay, we deserve that. Okay, we didn't get all bent. Oh, she's your new friend. Okay, okay, man.
Yeah.
I apologize, man. I just thought you were one of that guy showed up. Thank you, Zena. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Senya, for my yellow house tomorrow.
Yeah, we appreciate it, but we
Thank you.
don't. It's not like okay, we got to get this one now.
Uh,
You know, that goes towards Miles's retirement fund,
mhm.
right? Yeah, Houston Oilers, yeah. Texans are very, very dedicated to their sports and their teams. Very, even like the high school teams and the college teams, very, very dedicated to them. Lakers, uh, I'm not a big fan of the Lakers. Actually, I'm really not a big fan of basketball. Well, I'm only 5'6". Okay, I'm not really a big fan of basketball. Period. I mean, I watch it from time to time, but I have no favorites.
Yeah, he's.
I know I got you some, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here, man. Bills quarterback is California. Well, you can't hold that against them, right? Yeah. Disrespectful? What is? Yeah, you mean the stomping? Oh yeah. Nobody in Philly liked Tio when he was there. They were like, the guy was all mouth. Now I don't even know where he's playing. He went from the Eagles to another team where I could care less. Atlanta
Atlanta
Braves.
Braves.
That's baseball.
Oh.
I used to be a diehard Philadelphia Phillies fan. I kind of lost. What?
Senya said, I don't know. And
Oh,
then
okay. Okay, we gotta.
his
I
reply.
hope he ain't stalking you. Hope he ain't
Yeah.
stalking you, man. Okay. We keep on getting booted out, man. I don't know what's going on. Gina, do you got the wrench? Hey, if he does anything you don't like, you can block him, right? You got the wrench. I'm just letting you know. I'll put it in your hands. It's all for you, Zena. You got that power. You got the wrench. So if it gets kind of nasty with you, if you feel uncomfortable, you have that power, okay? NBA is. You ever watch these Filipino play basketball?
No, they're selling.
Okay. So you ever watch Philippine basketball, man? Them guys, they play. They hustle.
Mhm.
And I at first I was like, okay, the average Philippine is what, 5'5" male. And I was like, and the net's 8 feet, okay? And I was like, but they hustle. I seen one guy, where was it? Oh, Lasan, because every Barangay Hall basically has a basketball court because they had the Barangay basketball team. And I was watching this guy. He couldn't be no taller. He was shorter than me. I'm 5'6". This kid could jump, and he was dunking it. Whoosh. And I was like,
I
wow.
don't know that just I they just like frog that can jump high.
Yeah, I mean, he could jump. And he was in his teens, but he could jump. Yeah, they hustle. They hustle here in the Philippines. Now, I'm not saying all, but you're at like in the barangays and stuff like that. They're not very tall. My favorite dish, I know we like the baby back ribs. They're good.
Yeah.
Oh, the baby back ribs are good. The club sandwiches, it's good. It's good. Everything I eat, I don't know if really I could say I have a favorite because everything I eat there is good. Zena? Everything there is good. And what really helps, and you would probably, hopefully you agree, is the people that work there are awesome.
Mhm.
They're great people. They're really good people. They're not, they're great people. Yeah, exactly. Okay. You got the power, Zena. You got the power. Use it wisely. The Yellow House is the town grocery store. It's owned by a retired Marine Filipino that joined the U.S. Marine and his wife, and they own the Yellow House grocery store, which is in the south end of town, and they also own the Yellow House
Travelers.
Travelers Lodge and Food House or
Trav
restaurant.
yes,
I mess
Yellow
it up.
House Travelers Inn and Food House.
Yeah, I mess it up all the time. No, they're very well known and they're liked by everybody here.
Yeah.
Now, the husband, Mr. Yellow House, he's never here. The reason why is he does a lot of contract work for the U.S. government. And the guy's, how old is he?
68.
He's 68 years old. It's like, man, when are you going to retire? Always working. Oh, and the wife, she's always working too with the management. When she's here, okay, management
working
with
here
the
for
Yellows, but
the business.
she hired, like I said, she hired the right people. That they know that if we take care of her business, she'll take care of us. And then from what I've been told, both Mr. and Mrs. Yellowhouse, I don't know their last name.
Pagala.
Bagala. Okay, Mr. and Mr. Bagala are very kind, generous people when it comes to the employees, yes. How long is it? I don't know. We get it fresh every Monday morning.
We don't.
And from
Or maybe if they butch butch
when they unalive the pigs.
yeah, and will it stay there before 12 o'clock? That's still good, but after that, no more. It's
Yeah.
not. it's not fresh anymore.
Come on. But I have noticed, because I have gone back there like Monday afternoon, and he really don't have anything left.
No more, yeah.
Yeah, it's like almost gone, because they're honest people and everybody likes them, you know. And you should have seen the guy a couple months ago. He was big. The man. He was pretty big. And I guess he had a physical or something like that. And the doctor said, hey, you're killing yourself slowly here. He's lost a lot of weight. When I first saw it, I was like, whoa, you know, when I noticed it. No problem. All right, Paula, you have a great day, man. I look forward to your next pizza video. Maybe me and you should, excuse me, get together and do a collab. Like you come on, like when you're not, I know you're busy, but you know, you're not doing anything. You can come on here and we just talk, you know, shoot the shit about stuff, talk about different types of pizzas, talk about the Philippines and where you've been in the Philippines and how you felt about the area that you were at.
Mm-mm.
They're like kids, man. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Yeah, that's an invitation to you, okay? If you ever want to get together, and I can do it on here. I can do it on StreamYard where I can bring up guests. There's another person I'd like to get on here is Mel.
Yeah.
And oh God, his name just left me. The one I talk to all the time. He lives in New York. Elvin. Yeah, God, his name. And Elvin, I could bring him up here.
Elvin is very busy. Maybe he keeps himself busy exploring.
Yeah, Elvin. Yeah, he's here now. He's living here now. Yeah, so it's an open invitation. If you ever want to come on here, just let me know. We can talk about stuff. And same thing for Mel if she's watching, and Elvin if he's watching. Oh, Muck, he just came in. Yeah, why, you want him? You want him?
Oh, we cannot see. Mark.
Nah, he's my buddy, man. He's my buddy. Me and him have some deep conversations. Deep, and I'm always right. It always works out, but I'm right. Nah, Muck's a good boy. So is Mimi. Mimi's a good girl. Yeah. That's Mucky, and that one right there is Mimi. She's been spaded, and Mucky has been clipped. We don't want puppies, man. Yeah, Charles has
kids sometimes.
Yeah, she's good people. She is your traditional Philippine. Traditional Philippine woman, man. Yeah, I can do that. Not today.
Saturday.
Okay, next Saturday we'll go there. I wish I could do a live, but anybody that's been in the Philippines a day, they'll tell you the cell signals here suck. It's like AT&T, you know, at one time we had to do the cell phone signal look. Same thing.
Good morning, Dos Bagos.
Dos Bagos. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the super sticker.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, guy. You doing all right, Dos? It's for some reason, Dos Bagos.
Dos Bagos.
Dos Bagos. It's original. You know, It's original. I like original. Just like Misha. All right, Charles, man. You have a good night. Yeah. You have a great night. And I'll talk to you later, man. See you next Sunday if you can get him to show up. Yes, we have 2 dogs, male and a female. And they both been... We don't want puppies, man. We don't want puppies. Don't want to do.
At working,
What
still
type of work do
working.
you do, Dos Barros? Yes. We're streaming. We live in the
Streaming
town of
from the
Badak.
Philippines,
Yes, we're all streaming from
town
the.
of Badok,
Yeah.
province of Ilocos Norte, region 1.
Yeah, they do have internet here, and they got phones. And last week they put in electricity, didn't they? Yeah, we're streaming from the Philippines, man. I know I tried to be funny. It ain't working for me. Yeah, I'd like to hear him. Yeah, I love it here in Badak, man. Am I saying it right? Badak? No?
Badok.
But I like it here. People are great. You know, you have your people that are kind of quirky. You know, like the guy that hangs out at the Yellow House grocery store, right? You know what I'm talking about? The one day he was an admiral, the next day he was a general, and one day told me he was a member of the SEALs team. I was like, okay, but you don't argue with him. You say, okay, you know, he's a little, you know, the lights are on, but nobody's home. Your security. Security is a tough job because usually you're by yourself, you know, and you
Yeah,
just
very boring.
it can be very boring. And everybody says, "I wish something would happen." Then you say, "No, no, I don't. Wish nothing would happen. Just leave it the way it is."
Tough life security.
Top flight security of the world.
Yeah,
Yes, you're right.
you're right.
Technology, man, you can't get away from it. But you want to know something? I think nowadays it's something to bite people in the ass. You know what I mean? Because people upload stuff onto the internet, okay, without thinking about it, and it's going to be there forever. You might take it down, but it's somewhere. Somebody copied it
Mm-mm.
or something like that, and there's a lot of things that people put in the internet that they shouldn't be putting on the internet. You know, you don't think so?
Yeah,
There's a lot of things, and I probably put things on the internet that I shouldn't have put it on the internet. You know, because it's going to haunt you later. It's going to haunt you. It's going to bite you. People are getting hired or fired depending on what they put on the internet because everybody puts everything on the internet nowadays. People get fired from jobs. I was watching a video today. Some woman had a job on $75,000 a year. Okay, and she videoed herself peeing on the floor. Now,
what?
yeah, I wish I could bring it up. She got fired. 2 hours after she did it, it was a live stream on one of these platforms. 2 hours after she did it, they said, "We don't need you anymore. Pack your stuff and go." Yeah, exactly. Don't put anything out that we talked about that. We talked about putting the cameras up.
Outside, yes.
Just one like facing like the main gate,
Yeah.
okay, and maybe one out back. We just have never done
Face
it.
that corner facing here, and that corner will facing.
The only thing that really saves us, I think, and it's my own opinion, is everybody here is afraid of Mucky. Everybody here is afraid of Mucky. Mucky is probably the biggest baby you ever want to meet. All right. But they're afraid of him because he's all bark and no action. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I think that's our only saving grace. But whatever happens when he decides, you know, dude, he's going to move on to, you know.
But still, we are planning to put at least one in front, or especially at the back, because
Yeah, putting a camera in.
there's nothing at the back. It's empty lot at the back. So
Yeah. But I don't think there's a high crime rate here. I don't think
No.
houses are being broken into.
No.
You know? Now, they did have a problem at one time because of the I'm going to call them refugees, where they got the mudslide. I think that's the only time they had a problem, but they got chased out. So no problems anymore. I haven't heard anything, you know. And believe me, if anything happens in this town, as small as it is, you're going to hear about it. Or Miles will hear about it, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, dogs are good to turn. Yeah, I, I wanted to get a shepherd, German. That's that. You know, I love German shepherds, but Monkey's good enough for now, right, Mark? Yeah, Monkey's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a mama's boy, though. Oh, he's straight up mama's boy, right, Mark?
Hey, stay humble.
What do you mean, stay humble?
Stay humble is here.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to stay humble.
No, good morning, stay humble.
That's right, stay humble, man. I haven't seen you around
Yeah,
now.
it's been a while.
It's been a long while. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, I haven't said. Hope you're doing good, stay humble. Man, I got something in my throat. Hope you've been good. Hope your health is good, and you've been staying out of trouble. Yeah, I haven't seen you for a while. I haven't seen you for a while. I haven't seen you around, man. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, stay humble.
Yeah, I like
Yes,
it. I like it. Simo. Some
Simo.
how you say his name?
Simo.
Simo.
Yeah. From where are you, Simo?
Simo, where you from? Exactly. The bigger they are, the bigger babies they are. Like I used to have a German Shepherd. Her name was Sasha. I love this dog, man. It's smart as hell. It's
You.
got a trained this guy who trains dogs for the police, canines for the police. He trained her,
Mhm.
and he even said that dog is smart. And she lived till she was 12 or 13 years old. Sasha, awesome. She was a Belgian Shepherd, smart, beautiful,
It's a black one or brown?
black, mostly black, with
Black,
brown
yeah.
around the face,
Yeah.
like Monkey. Yeah, but not long hair. And she was we got her the same time when my youngest daughter Stephanie was born. And Sasha was very protective of. I could take Stephanie, put her out in the front yard, right in the middle of the front yard with Sasha, and Sasha would not move from around where she was. But if Stephanie got up and started walking somewhere, it was really weird. I sat there and watched her one time. If Stephanie got up and started walking, Sasha would get up and just walk
Around.
circles around her. Okay. But then if Stephanie tried to like walk off the lawn onto the curb and into the street, Sasha would block her and just stand there. And you hear Stephanie say, "Move, Sasha, move." All right, and I go out there and look, and I, Steph, you know better than that. Well, I want to get my ball.
Mhm.
And then when I start walking out there, and Sasha knew that I was there, she would, I swear, Sasha would walk to the street and get her ball and bring it to her.
Mhm.
But she wouldn't leave her until somebody was outside with her. Yeah, one great dog, Sasha.
He's in UK.
Oh, you're from you where at?
From UK.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
But UK could say anything. That could be Ireland, that could be Scotland, that could be England.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived in Scotland, Dunoon, for a long time. Yeah, you mean the ankle biters? Or not? Yeah, the ankle biters. That's what we used to call them, ankle biters.
The short legs of it.
Yeah, those little chihuahuas.
Chihuahua.
And, yeah.
Shih Tzu. Smart.
Yeah, you gotta get all that overtime in as you possibly can. Nowadays, man, that's all you can do is work, work, work to
Mhm.
keep up. I feel you. I feel for people, man. Like my family back in the States. They say it just seems you work, work, work just to keep up. Yeah, ankle nippers, man.
Ankle.
Yeah, Can't trust them though. And they, you want to know something? If they can, they'll be underneath the couch. So when you sit down, they sit there and nip at you, the back of your. I like big dogs. Yep, unconditional love. Yeah, they're good. But like I said, Mucky's more loyal. I mean, he's not mean to me. He doesn't. He doesn't. Well, sometimes he ignores me, but for the most part, he's a mama's boy. You know, if I'm having like, I can't give him a bath. I can't wash him. Give him a bath. It has to be Miles. He'll fight me the whole time. Miles, he just sits there. It's like, you little shit. You know.
What's the Andrew Allen? I'm coming there
Andrew.
into country.
Where you gonna be? Where you going to in the Philippines? There's a lot of places to go in the Philippines.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, try to stay, if you want to experience the real Philippines, try to stay out of the tourist areas. The areas that have been westernized, you know. You have zero ideas?
Have zero ideas.
Do you have somebody, are you in a relationship here? If you do, I know one guy I told didn't want to work where I worked at. He was in a relationship. It was an actual relationship. It wasn't a internet pen pal. And when he would come to visit the Philippines, he'd say, I want to go somewhere that I haven't been before. And every time he came here, they go to a different place, different part of the Philippines. He only stayed for 2 weeks at a pop. And that's what he did. Every time he came here, it'd be somewhere different. Yeah, Manila. It's just like any other city. I don't care what anybody says.
He doesn't
Just because it's go ahead. I'm sorry.
He doesn't want to stay in Manila.
A lot of people don't like Manila.
Yeah.
It's just like any other big city anywhere in the world. Overcrowded and it smells. I'm sorry. It ain't special. Just because it's got Philippines after it doesn't mean it's like any other major city. They got their problems.
It's no relationship.
That's different. Usually a guy's coming here
Still
because he's got a girlfriend here, you know?
That's
See, I mean, God, he can go anywhere.
yeah.
Look at the map and say, Manila, and where do I want to go? I want to go there.
Exploring the entire Philippines,
Yeah.
Andrew.
A lot of your major cities now, like here,
Yeah.
a lot of your provinces,
they
got an airport.
You go to Baguio.
You got like Luwag here. Luwag is the capital. They got an airport there, you know. Luzon.
Tuguegarao.
It's got an airport there. Every province got an airport to fly into.
And very soon they will a domestic flight from Ilocos. Here in Ilocos will be soon open.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right there, Simon.
Yeah.
Tourist areas. That's why I don't understand.
Everything is expensive.
Like the tourist area, or AKA or / the high foreigner area where all the foreigners go to live. They're the most expensive. So I don't know why they go live there. You know. Now some things are the same, like electricity. They're basically the same. There's like how many different electric companies here? Well, each province has its own electric company, right?
It depends the area where you at.
Yeah, I believe each province has its own electric company, and so the prices are different, you know. But that's the only difference. Is I mean the same as far as electricity. Basically, no matter where you live, it's going to be the same amount. But as far as like food, going shopping and stuff like that, you live in a high foreigner area, you're going to pay more. You go out to eat, you're going to pay more, you know, because they think, oh, foreigner, they're rich, they can afford this. But also the pro side of that is there's a lot more westernized restaurants,
Yeah.
like Wendy's and places like steakhouses and stuff like that you'll find in America. Here, you won't find it. Well, actually, I found out a week or two ago there's a steak place that is owned by an American here in our area, which I didn't know about for the past 4 and 5 years. Right, Miles?
Nah, I always told you, but you
You
just
never.
you just ignore me because it said it's
No.
quite
Believe me,
far
when
away.
you say steak, I'm like, where?
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. We're gonna go there one of these days.
It's
Richmond,
Richmond.
Virginia. Yeah, is it still crazy there in Richmond? I lived in Norfolk and Virginia Beach and Hampton. Mostly in Norfolk. Most of my time was in Norfolk, but I lived in Hampton, Virginia Beach, and Norfolk. But Richmond, that place is crazy. Richmond is the capital, I believe. Yeah, expensive, but every city.
Coming from.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. You coming here with no relationship on your plate. You do what you want to do. You ain't got to worry about, how much money you're going to need. Because if you get with somebody, you decide if you want to take them to dinner or whatever.
Andrew, if if I were you, I better choose northern
Science
part.
or the
But
north.
but in south have a lot of foreigners there.
There's a lot. I think the farther north you go, north of Manila, there's a lot more smaller towns like
Just like
Fadak,
here. Yeah.
Lasam. That's where Miles's family house is in Lasam. There's a lot. If you like small towns, and also Lasam, I'm not telling you to go there. They do have a rest house, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There.
they have a rest house there where it has aircon and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and running water. Yeah, that's where Miles is from. Well, yeah, our family house is a some very small town. Good people, good people. Like I said, the only reason I didn't want to live there because her family house and where her family is so far out. It takes 30 minutes to go from where she lives to the
To the
town. I
town.
just
Yeah.
don't want to do it. Yeah, farther the north you go,
Yeah.
just the towns are smaller. If that's what you like.
Don't go to the high populated
McDonald's, they got the McDonald's in Batak.
Batak.
But you want to know something, man? The food's different. It doesn't taste like McDonald's in the States. It doesn't, no, it doesn't. The French fries are totally different taste, but that could be because of the oil they use. What kind of oils they use, I have no idea. But that might be the reason why. The hamburgers are like, let me see if I can get it in the camera. They're like that. They're real. And I think it's soybean. I think it's soybean. Remember that time we were at McDonald's and I was trying to do a vlog there and I pulled the hamburger out and I was going like this. And the girls was a couple of tables over from started laughing because I was like this with the meat. It was square. It wasn't round. It was square. And I embarrassed Miles and she got mad at me. Right? You don't remember? Yeah. Insane. Yeah. Yeah. Keyhawk. Yeah. Keyhawk. They had the Coral Sea. That thing was old. Kitty Hawk's old too. I could never do a carrier though. They say, oh, they are carriers. They're like a floating city. You can have up to 5 to 10,000 people on that ship. Too big for me. Too big.
Hey, Steve and Lisa, good morning.
Hey, Steve. Good morning from Guam. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Steve. We were talking about Guam. It's how expensive it is to fly to Guam. Some guy from the States to Guam It's like $2,500 to fly there. But it only cost to fly from Seattle, Washington to the Philippines was only $325.
Next year.
Well, you can let us know when you're here. You know,
Yeah.
you can bring you and your husband if you're married, or your boyfriend or whatever. Partner. Let me
Husband.
just be clear with you and your partner.
Her husband.
How you know she's married?
Yeah, she told you this time what
What she
she.
told me, I
It's the
don't
first
remember.
time she entered.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, she did. I apologize. Yeah. Hey, I think Zena's married, guy.
Yeah.
See, there he is. Yes.
From the Philippines.
Just
That's
shut that out there.
that's cool.
Nah, dude, I'm just don't Simon, don't get. I'm just messing with you, man.
Senya. It's a nice name.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Simone.
I can remember what
It's
is.
Senior.
No, I mean,
She lives in
what
I
is,
think Senior.
what,
You live in California, right?
yeah, but here in the Philippines, I
Wait,
forgot the province.
ask her.
Senya, where are you in here in the Philippines?
Where you from? What
Where you from?
province?
What province?
I'm just messing with you, Simone.
Simo from UK.
He never answered where we're at, did he? Simone? Where you? What part of UK?
UK. Yeah.
UK is big, man.
Yeah. She never
United Kingdom.
20
20, yeah,
pesos.
20 pages.
But it depends in what how your destination.
Yeah.
If it is travel longer or farther.
See, the tricycle riders love to pick us up. Love to. I'll say this much: love to give me rides. Okay, because no matter from here, well, from the market to the house, I give them 50 pesos every time. And they're like, one guy told me, he says the average they get from the market to this area, this one guy, is usually 20 pesos, but I give them 50 because I think of it this way: they're out there, they're trying to make some type of living, okay, and it's the fuel here is expensive.
Mm.
I know that's not my problem. That's put on him, but I just I'm always willing to help out the little guy. You know what I mean? Or help out the little guy. You know, because a lot of guys, that's all they got. That's their income. You know, unless they're farmers. Hey, do you know her? You know Jeanette?
No.
You don't know Jeanette? I do. Hannah, she doesn't know Jeanette.
We don't. Yeah, I was.
I'm joking. Don't take me seriously.
Wales.
You're from Wales?
Yeah.
I like Wales. Been to
Where's
Wales.
It's
It's trying to forget. I'll have to show you on a map. It's easy to show you on a map. Yeah, a lot of these guys, especially the older ones, the older generations, you know, they work hard for the peso, man. They work really hard for it, and a lot of them, I think, well, they're just like your typical Philippine. You know, they're more than willing to help, and they don't think of the effect on them.
I'll ask her next time. She might know
You might know her.
my Miles. Hannah, maybe we are living in the same place.
Most likely, most likely they might be related. You learn real fast in the Philippines. If you got a problem with somebody, okay, another Filipino, if you got a problem with them, especially if you're a foreigner, if you have a problem with this person, don't talk to anybody about it. Don't say anything bad about that person because 9 times out of 10, the person you're talking to, is related to the person that you're talking about. So you just keep your mouth shut, right? Am I lying? Just don't say nothing. Because they might say, that's my cousin. Oh, okay. I just screwed myself. Now I got two people that hate me because they take it personal. Their families are very tight and they look out for each other. They might not, within the family dynamics or the family circles, they might hate each other, but that doesn't mean that you can hate them. They can, but you can't, you know? If you know, I mean, you know. Yes, big family.
Big families.
Big family. Very, very
You're
big
right.
family.
You're right,
Yeah.
Simo.
But see, they this is how they do it, okay? Like in the States, okay, your closest as far as family is like your cousin, okay? Blood cousin. But here in the Philippines, the way they look at it is that, okay, say you marry a girl, okay, and now her cousins become your cousins, right? And even if something happens, like in the States, all right, if with the exception of the mother and father-in-law, say your wife passes away, with the exception of your mother and father-in-law, you kind of forget about her cousins and everything like that. Nope, not here. Nope. They are cousins for life.
Nope.
All right. So that's why I mean it's this.
He's my relative.
Yeah, I mean we have conversations.
They are my relatives.
Me and Myles will be having a conversation. She'll be talking about this and say, "Well, it's my cousin." I was like, "What do you mean it's your cousin?" Well, it's listen, because I'm being honest here. My sister husband, which is now is dead, which is their cousin. So now it's my cousin. It's like, and I used to say, no, Miles, it doesn't work that way. But then I was like, they don't work the same way they do in the West. So yes, you're right. Your dead husband's cousin is still your cousin, but your dead husband's, aunt and uncle is still your aunt and uncle. That's just the way they work here, man. We've been married 2 days now. It's been 2 days.
6 years, Senya. 6 years.
Yeah, we've been married for 6 years. We've been together for how long?
2014.
2014.
No, 2015.
15.
Yep.
Yeah, we get along pretty well. We have our days where she hates me and I don't want to be around her. We have our days,
Yeah, you can come over here in Badok if you have chance.
That'd be fine. Just like I tell everybody else, just give us heads up, let us know.
Yeah.
Because our busy lives, we have to schedule in. I'm being sarcastic, right? Just let us know to make sure we're around.
Mm-hmm.
Myles got a good memory. Myles has a very good memory.
The first time she entered to our live stream,
yeah,
she told us that she's married already.
Yeah. My memory, it's bad. And as I get older, hopefully I ain't got the onsets of dementia or Alzheimer's. But I always had a crappy memory. If I didn't have it written down.
But I cannot remember what is her province here in.
You work in a men's prison. They put females in it. Are you a nurse? I don't know if she told. Did she tell us she was a nurse? She works in a men's prison. She's used to stalkers, men saying inappropriate things to her.
Yes.
Yes, the ever
family
expanding.
expanding.
Yes, yes. Who was who was that guy when you told me it was your cousin or your nephew? Your nephew. And the guy's older than she was. Remember the one I said you're old? He looks old and he heard me.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
felt like crap after that.
My the one that I said that he is my nephew.
Miles, he was older than dirt.
Yeah, his mother and Inang
Or friends that pass by each other
they
once in a
are
while.
they are always the same age. And
Okay, are they blood related?
Inang
I'm not
yeah
busting.
the
I know your tradition is like
my
close.
nephew's grandmother is Inang's eldest sister.
Okay, wait a minute. Say that again. Enon, say what you just said.
My nephew, the one.
Okay.
My
What you
nephew's
said-
mother.
Yes.
No, my nephew's grandmother
Okay.
is Inang's eldest sister.
Okay, so that's his aunt. So how can it be your nephew? That would be your. That's fine. That's fine. It's
No. My niece's mother is my cousin. My cousin. My nephew's mother is my cousin.
So you guys go back.
And
what I'm trying to say is you just.
And the mother of my cousin is
It's
Inang's.
confusing, ain't it?
No. And the mother of my cousin is Inang's eldest sister.
See, the only people I'm worried about, okay, the way I look at it, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, okay, is your sisters and their husbands, your brothers and their wives. After that, and your nephews. Like, I like Miles, even though this, my Miles' nephew, Badoon, the guys, I'm close to him. Well, I used, not so much anymore, but he's a really good guy. Honest, good guy. And that's only, but I don't care about your your nephew's wife's brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles. I could care less about them. They care, okay, and they put, which it's cool.
Yeah,
it's
because
cool. They put them
they
in
are
the family
still
realm with things.
a member of family. And take note.
It all comes down to this, peoples. When you're talking to another Filipino in the Philippines, and you have a disagreement with another Filipino, don't tell that Filipino that you're talking to, because 9 times out of 10, they're related somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the road, they're related.
You know what?
And they'll come back and bite you on the ass.
You know why? We have relatives at father's side, and we have relatives at mother's side. So you're right. You don't know if the person you're talking to is my relative.
And it's almost like if, like I said, you're talking to one Philippine and you're not saying nice things about another Philippine, okay, and they could be distant relatives somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
But it's almost like they're like close. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my cousin that I grew up with, type of close. You know what I mean? So you just don't say nothing. You say okay, and you can have that conversation in your head, but you just keep it to yourself, man. You don't say
Bacara. She's from Bacara, Ilocos Norte. Next.
You're 20 years in.
From Lawag, 20 years.
Probably marriage.
Yeah. I think. What?
300 from Lawag to San Nicolas. 300 pesos?
Yeah, 300 pesos.
No, that's you were. Yeah. It costs, Zena, I took a taxi from Lawag, Robinson Place.
Yeah.
To Badak, a taxi, not a tricycle, a taxi. It cost us how much? 600 pesos.
600.
600 pesos. Yeah, they scammed you. Yeah. That should only be what, maybe 100 if you're nice.
Maybe 150 is okay.
But no, Loire and St. Nicholas is not that. Where is the hospital? Black Agnes. That's St. Nicholas, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's right down the road from Loire. That's just turn the corner and go down the road and you're in Loire.
No, I mean the
Yeah, you got
airport
wrecked.
she said it's airport.
So it's the airport's not that far out.
It's before airport you passing through, you know that DIY Wilcon Depot,
Yes.
you passing through that one.
Yeah, but it's not 300.
But still
300
300
pesos is a
pesos
lot.
is still high.
That's a lot. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You know how to speak Ilocano? You should have thrown the Ilocano words at me. I'm telling you.
Minuram-muram ko maidan.
Don't talk English. Don't talk English. Yeah, don't mess with it. Yeah, don't talk English, man. You'll get that. You want to be Filipino skin tax.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Weekend, how you doing, man?
Good morning, Weekend RB.
Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Oh yeah, you can get you badmouth another Filipino.
Uh-oh.
You
Don't start. Don't start.
You'll have the whole family looking for you, man. I'm serious. I don't say nothing, even if I don't like it.
Everybody, every member of family will bite you.
Even if and I the only altercation I ever got into was one time, and he wasn't even from here. It was a kid, a mountain people kid. Remember where they were doing it on purpose. They blocked. There was a bunch of kids. They were the beggars. They blocked the exit entrance going into the market, and what it was is one kid kind of acted like he fell, but he didn't. Okay, and what he was doing is Myles was carrying a bag, and he was sticking his hand inside the bag, and I caught him. That's the only time I got an altercation with a Filipino. When he tried to steal, I don't like thieves, man. I can't stand a thief, and that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to steal from me, and I got into it with him.
She is psychiatrist.
Oh, you work in the psych area? My daughter does that. She works in but unfortunately, it's not in a prison, but it's a hospital or I don't know what you would call it, where it's for kids. And she says a lot of these kids were abused very severely, physically, mentally, and sexually abused. So they got some serious issues. Yeah, she says it's tough. Yeah, it's tough. She's a nurse in Georgia. I think it's I don't remember the name of the town. She gets paid good money though for the crap she's got to deal with. She gets paid really good money. Yeah, she says that it's hard. She said it's hard.
Senior. Kind of unique name, Senior.
Senior. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your real name, Senior?
No, I don't
You don't
think
know
so.
that. You don't know that.
That's the nickname, maybe.
Misha must have left. Haven't seen her for a while.
Yeah.
You know who else I haven't seen in a long time? Sandra.
Sandy.
Sandy. Haven't seen her in a while.
It's not Hannah. Hannah and... It's not Hannah.
What about her?
Sandy.
That's not, no. Yeah, and it's a lot of verbal abuse. A lot of verbal abuse from the patients. At least that's what she tells me. A lot of verbal abuse.
Hey, Tita Marie.
Hey, Tita, hi, glad to see you.
Good
Glad
morning.
to see you.
Good evening.
So, Tita, how you been doing? hope you're doing awesome. What?
Yeah. Doing awesome.
Awesome. You gotta say
Awesome.
awesome. You gotta throw that.
Awesome.
No.
Hello, Tita.
You gotta. Remember I told you how you doing? Huh? How you doing?
Awesome.
No. How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, I try to teach Myles the Philadelphia slang sometimes. It's
Mm.
like, how you doing, huh? How you doing? All right already. All right. All right already.
Hello, Tita.
Tita.
Yeah. Tita Marie.
You ready to depart?
Travis.
Been here a while.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Yes, sir.
What's up? Yeah, what's up?
What's
What's
up?
What's up?
Madlang
You gotta nod your head. What's
people.
up?
What's up, madlang people? Kuna
Family farm.
ni Vice Ganda.
You like it? Do you like living on a family farm? I never experienced a farm. Well, Colorado, I was I invested in this ranch. Biggest mistake I ever made in my life. Not that it was beautiful out there, but the way it was being ran, there was a lot of waste of money, a lot of waste of money. But it was beautiful out in the plains.
What's that? Family farm, what you said? Is it?
Family owns it, where they have animals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up?
What's
Not
up?
what's up.
Well, depending on where you're at.
What's
You know,
up?
wherever you're at, people say it differently. What's up?
What's up?
But you gotta nod the head at the same time. What's up?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Like I said, it's
Yeah.
well. How about that time? You want to talk about BS? All right. Remember we were at the Robinson Mall. We need to go. I can't remember where we were going. And the guy told us we had to get 2 separate tricycles. It was or at the end of the pandemic. And remember, and I said, Myles, this is a scam. This no, because we've seen other tricycles inside the car that had 2 people, but we can only have one each. It was a scam. And I was, Myles, this is a scam. Let's just go. Myles just wanted to go.
Habits.
Yeah, they did. You ain't the first, Zena, and you're not gonna be the last. They pulled these games with you. They think you don't know. Did you have what kind of act? Did you have a Western accent, or did you have that does matter too.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, no matter where you go in the world, people are always trying to take advantage of you. They think you're one of those rich Filipinos like Myles. Myles is a rich Filipino, right? She gets mad when I say that. Myles, you're just a rich Filipino. Yep, everywhere you go.
I spoke in Ilocano, but there's
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Skin
You
tax.
should have had him hiding behind one of the pillars.
Skin tax, my
Yeah,
dear.
they skin
That is
skin
why.
tax. Yeah. You can. That's why. Well, they know me now, so I can't do it. When we first started going to market, I never talk. Well, I try to stay away from Myles as much as I could. Not that I didn't want to be around her, but the skin tax. But now they know me. But they're real. They realized because of I think the word got out. Okay, one time still there, a barbecue place. They have really good barbecue. Well, I was there one time, no problems. The second time I was there, I got the same exact stuff that the person before me got, but they tried to charge me 100 pesos more. And I told them, never mind, I don't. And it's only 100 pesos, but it's the thought behind it. You just lost a customer that came there all the time, and because The only reason I say that is because I seen her before, after that, and she asked me, "Well, you don't like my food anymore?" And I told her, you try to skin tag me. You try to charge me more than you charge everybody else." And I said, "I don't do that. Okay, I come there a lot. I buy a lot, and now you ruined it because you got greedy." And I walked away. You know, and
Pe-
every time I walk by, she sits and watches me walk by. And then when I walk by coming back to the house, I'll have something in my hand. Say, this, I'm not saying anything, but looking like this could have been a bag from your place and you ruined it. You know, got greedy. That's all it was, greed. Yeah. Did he bring it back? Did they give it to you? That's another thing. You got to watch your phone. They'll steal a cell phone from you. And then they take it to a used cell phone. They do have them here, used cell phone places where they they take out the SIMs card, how could I say, reset the phone, take out the SIMs card and put another SIMs card in there. Yeah, you got to watch it for. Okay, yes, it's a real name.
Mhm.
It is a lot. It
Same.
happens. It happens in the states too. Where somebody will steal your phone. They take it to a used, like a pawn. Well, not so much pawn shops because they're kind of bonded by law. But they'll go to like a used cell phone place and they'll do the same thing. Take the SIMS card out, reset it, and put a different SIMS card in there, or not a new SIM card at all, where the buyer has to go and get a SIMS card.
Senya is a unique name. He said
See, yeah,
it's a real name.
maybe she's related to you. You know.
No.
Yeah, it's all over, man.
All over the
It's people
world.
just I'm not saying they're lazy, but they get desperate. They got that. What in my head, I'm thinking, they got that bill or something's going on in their life and they need the money. You know, I don't think anybody by nature wants to be a thief. They know it's wrong, but sometimes they don't have a choice. Just like, never mind, never mind. I don't want to go down that road.
Hey, Liberty, good
Hey, Liberty, glad to see you.
morning. Good morning.
Well, I'm glad you make it. It's camping. They got. So you just swung into another conversation without you even knowing it, Liberty. Do you know they got RV camping here? I didn't know that. Where you can go, they do have campsites here.
Yeah.
Like if you got an RV or like a camper, they have them here. I didn't know that.
But their the camper van they using is smaller than the
Well, everything's small in Asia. It is what
small.
it is. They don't believe in those huge $1 million RVs like they do in
Yeah.
other countries like the U.S. They got a very small camper. And you know what they use it for? To sleep in. That's it. They don't have TVs and Wi-Fi and it's to sleep in. That's it. You go camp. They look at it this way, and I talked to a guy. They said they don't look at camping. They look at camping as going to a place and going out to explore. And when you get tired, you go back to your camper. You go to sleep. You wake up and you do what you want to do. You're not supposed to live in it. You're not supposed to sit there and watch TV. You don't go camping and watch TV. You know. All right, Tita. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate
Tamarind.
you. And you have a great day, Tita. We're gonna be cutting out real shortly anyway. Yeah, I used to do that all the time when I was a kid. Go out and tent. I mean, we couldn't afford an RV, you know. But yeah, they do. I was surprised. We were talking about getting a van or some type of vehicle where we can do the RVing thing in it, convert it to an RV. And I was like, wait a minute, do they have places to camp here? And I looked up and said, yeah, there's more than I thought there would be, a lot more. Plus, here you're driving. It seems like you find a place where you could turn into. There you go. There's your camp spot for the night. You
Yeah.
know. Exactly, Zim. You're right. You're right. They're like $1 million.
Moving house.
He's right.
Yeah.
I mean, they got it, all the luxuries of a house.
Yeah.
You know, they got TVs, they got surround sound, they got stereo, it's got showers.
Complete.
You know, it's not really. It's all it is a house on wheels.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking it. I mean, there's senior people that retire and they buy these multi thousands or hundreds of thousands of vehicles and they travel. You know. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, I was what were you watching? I was watching a video with advertising it. It was like the guy said it like it was nothing. $1.5 million. Yeah, okay. Hold on a second. Let me go to my bank and get the money. You know, it's expensive, very expensive. And I'm pretty sure a lot of seniors buy them. You know, because it's like a mortgage or whatever you make a payment. They know they'll never pay that. They'll be dead before that paid off. You know. I think that's what they do, you know? They die and then the bank or whoever repos it.
Mm.
Or it's going to affect you negatively on your credit report. I'm dead. It doesn't matter, you know? Fifth wheel, yeah. Yeah, I miss camping. I haven't camped in years. Used to do it all the time when I was a kid. Used to go up to upstate Pennsylvania, Poconos, and camp there. I haven't done it in years. You ready to cut out? We're gonna get ready to leave or shut down or end stream. Yeah, it's
It's
10:30. We've been on
10:30.
here for like ever. Been on there for on here for a long time, over
More
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
But I appreciate you people for being here. You all have a wonderful week.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we do appreciate it, Miles and myself. And Shane, you have a wonderful day too. And we'll be back next Sunday, the same
Sunday.
time. But if we decide, because like I said, I got this StreamYard, and how much they charge, I'm going to use it all as much as I possibly can.
Mhm. We
So if
didn't.
I were to come up at 2 o'clock in the morning, hopefully some of you come on. I don't know. I'm just talking crap. All right, man. We'll cut out. You all be good. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Simone.
Simone. Thank you,
Yeah.
Senia. Thank you,
And I will talk to you all later.
Liberty.
Bye for now.
Shane. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Thank you very much, guys.
Tita Marie. Bye bye.